Hello everybody, CryptoChaperone here, and today I'm just going to do a quick look at the market and kind of be looking at just the high and low coins that are going on, just to make a video, since it has been a few days since I have made one. I've been trying to just think of some new ideas and everything to kind of make me different from everybody else's videos. So I'm going to be coming out with just some of my favorite coins in different spaces. I was going to come out with one earlier this week that was about my favorite gaming tokens actually, and I had first and triggers and game credits and stuff like that on there, but then triggers just started blowing up and going up like 75-80%, and I didn't really want to just put that in there to make it look like I was just picking it because it was going off all of a sudden. So I'm going to postpone that for a few days and possibly this week get into that. And I'll probably be making just a few videos about some of my favorite coins and just the different sectors of the cryptocurrency space. I'm also going to be making a video of just coins that I am going to be, well, not I'm going to be, but coins that I already have, at least some of. I'm going to be buying more, but pretty much coins that I would be saying that is a guaranteed what you would want to put at least 10 to 15% of your portfolio as and hold them. Just don't touch them. Just let them grow, and maybe 6 months to a year you could touch them. And I think they're just coins with the most potential to grow and biggest uphill trend to go to the moon in front of them. Not really an uphill climb as in like a bad thing, but they've just got the most chance of gaining ground in front of them. So without further ado, we'll get into this. It's been a few days since I've made a video. Bitcoin dominance still in the mid 50%. If you've been paying any attention, the Bitcoin gold fork is actually not going to fully happen until about mid-November, around the 14th or 15th. I think the actual forking is going to be taking place. So as we get closer to that date, you're actually going to probably see Bitcoin's price go up a little bit more. Altcoins in turn will probably fall. Bitcoin dominance will probably rise. Market cap will probably end up rising too, because people are going to be putting in money just to take advantage of the free Bitcoin gold that's coming out. And then they'll probably sell those Bitcoin gold and go right back into the altcoins, so you'll probably see a decent boost in altcoins again. So if we go down through here, look, most of the day is red. So when you have days like this, you're going to want to hold on to your large loss cryptocurrencies, and if you've got small loss cryptocurrencies, like in the 1 to maybe 5%. Those are ones that I cash out in times like this, and I take advantage of the bigger lost cryptocurrencies, and I'll buy into things that have lost 20, 30, 40%. And as soon as those go back up, I'll cash back out, buy my initial investment back in my original cryptocurrency, and I'll just take out the profit that I made from that coin. Because what you see in a lot of these coins, and like I was watching triggers, and I had this feeling like it was going to go up because it was at $1, and then it dropped down into the 80-cent range, dropped down into the 60-cent range, and then all of a sudden it had that day over this week. I think it was like Wednesday, and it started boosting and just all of a sudden going up. And I've had a few other currencies like that I've been watching too. An example this week is also Storage. It just had a random boost, but it was also on a big downhill decline. So if you watch these cryptocurrencies for a while, you might see that they're at one point, price point at one point, and they might decline heavily. And if they're still solid projects, there's a high chance they're going to rebound. So you can always take a chance in coins like this, and if you want to, take an advantage of the decline of price and grab some of that profit when it's going to boost back up. How I talked about in my 5 most volatile that I've personally seen, 5 volatile cryptocurrencies that I would like to grab the most profit from when they fluctuate. I am also not a financial advisor. I'm not your financial advisor. This isn't financial advice. So whatever you do, make sure you do your own research on it, and this is going to be your own decision that you do. So if we look at today's markets, a lot of red. The top earners today, aside from every other one that is in the pretty much the low teen percentages and in the single digit raises, other than that, they're all pretty much red. So our top earner, or our top percentage change in the top 100 coins, because that's all I really like to mess with, is Bitqy, and we are followed by Everx. Everx, I think they just started exchanging like 2 weeks ago maybe, and they are just like a micro payment processor. They claim that their payments will go through like in 30 seconds or less, and they're pretty much just like working with people to try to get like platforms to use them so they can just be a payment processor like all the other cryptocurrencies that are payment processors. Other than that, we have Bitqy. And Bitqy, I have not paid any attention to them, but I actually looked into them today, and it's a pretty interesting. It's actually like a company. It's based out of the United States in, I think, Dallas, Texas. And so, it's got to have some sort of like reputable background. You're not going to have a scam cryptocurrency running out of the United States. That would definitely get shut down pretty quickly. So it's definitely got to have at least some sort of a solid platform that it's building off of, and some sort of a benefit, I guess. It's got a pretty cool idea behind it. If you actually check out their website, you can see that you can actually right now you can sign, or not sign up, but you can sign up, I guess, and you would have to get an individual ID, and you can see that if you're located, I don't know if this is like worldwide, but in the United States, there's actually like merchants that participate in this. And what you can do is you can go out and say that maybe your local Chinese restaurant participates in this, and you go out and you have a bill, and they have steps that you have to take when you are doing this to get the rewards. What in turn is say you spend $100 on a check when you go out to eat at the Chinese restaurant. You follow their steps, and then you take a picture of your receipt, a picture of the Chinese restaurant to prove it was you, to authenticate it and all that. And then you would get a reward of 50% of your actual bill in the cryptocurrency of these Bitqy tokens. And then there's a lot more than just that. There's also, you can join kind of like a club with these Bitqy tokens. It's kind of like a whole platform. One of them's like a travel thing. So you join this kind of like travel platform. Let's see if I could find, I don't know where I went to find all this, but yeah, it was kind of like a travel platform. They also have like, I think like a medical side of it they're making as well. Yeah, it's definitely a unique token, but I think it's based off of a reward system. So it's kind of like when you go out shopping and you scan your receipt when you're done and you get like 25 cents back. It's kind of like that, but you're scanning pretty much things that you bought in the real world, and you're getting a cryptocurrency back as a reward. So it's pretty cool. And you're getting the currency back in real time of what the currency conversion is to this. So if it's currency conversion, say yesterday you went out to eat and you got $50 in this coin yesterday, today it's up 67% from what you got yesterday. So you pretty much could have gotten a meal for free at this point, because you got 50% for free and it's up another 67%. So you're doing pretty well if you would have taken the initiative to get the rewards out of that. I don't know how long the rewards last. It possibly lasts forever, or it might just be a temporary thing. I haven't looked into it too much, but it is definitely an interesting platform. Other than that, we'll look at our biggest losers of the day, which is pretty much every token. Oh man, we've already fallen. It must have reset, or it might have gone to 101 actually. But another thing that we could see up here is Bitcoin Cash is actually seeing one of the highest pumps in the normal cryptocurrencies, outside of like these random coins. But that could be because of just the whole SegWit situation coming up. I've heard just Roger Ver kind of really putting out a lot of different opinions about the whole SegWit thing, saying that it is not as trustworthy, saying that Bitcoin isn't as trustworthy as the whole segregated witness fork. So he is definitely sticking up for SegWit, and I am not a fan of Roger Ver. If you've ever looked into Roger Ver, he was caught at one point for making fake fireworks. So pretty much everything that I can associate Roger Ver with is counterfeit and fake things. So you have him with a counterfeit Bitcoin. Obviously, he probably got into Bitcoin by buying counterfeit things over the dark web, possibly with Bitcoin back when he was doing this illicit scheme. So that's probably how he got into Bitcoin in the long run. He was probably making a lot of money and just had a lot of these Bitcoins coming and going at the time and probably just had these on hand. So it's pretty interesting, but in the long run, I don't think I would really listen to anything Roger Ver would say. I think he's out on the outside, he kind of seems like he is maybe doing it for the better, but on the inside, if you really look at his track record, I think he's trying to do it all for himself, and it's definitely in it for the money. If it wasn't in it for the money, you'd have no reason to just cash out your Bitcoins today and live, or at least just try to promote Bitcoin for what it is. But he's definitely trying to milk out Bitcoin Cash for a little bit extra. So after that whole little talk there, our biggest losers today, StoreJ is on one of our biggest losers, and how I just talked about that had a little bit of a pump. It was down in like the 30 cents, and then I think it shot up into the mid 50s. So now it's starting to see a little bit of a pullback now from people grabbing their profit, probably the people that actually pumped that coin. It might have been because of a shill, it might have been some sort of a development. I am not sure. I haven't been paying too much attention to it since it doesn't really have a Bitcoin talk forum. I don't think they really kind of have their own forum on their website, so you'd have to join that to stay up to date on things. So I am not really a member of that. And just pretty much every coin that we've seen really big gains over the past week or so, like Zencash, Mona coin, all these coins that were seeing large gains are also going to see these large pullbacks because people still have the opportunity to pull their money out that they put in. So say you have this Mona coin, when it hit these Japanese exchanges, people were buying the coin at still like $2.80, $2.90. So as long as they pull out before it hits $3, they're still making a profit. And the coin might not completely collapse, but they'll probably buy back in when it starts going back up, and then they'll just keep the coins of whatever they buy. And they'll maybe take advantage of the market, the other falling prices, and invest in another cryptocurrency. But that's sometimes why you see a lot of these coins that have a high 24-hour change right after they had a really big boost, maybe the week before, because people still have a little bit of profit that they could possibly be making, and they might be just taking advantage of the other low cryptocurrency prices. So that's probably all I'm going to be doing for today. Just wanted to make a quick short little video about the markets. I definitely am going to be getting more personally. I'm going to be looking into this Bitqy a little bit more. It definitely looks kind of interesting. I'm going to be looking into a lot more of these cryptocurrencies. I only really look into the top 100. So sometimes when like a coin from like 120 or something makes a magic jump from being shilled and makes it back up into like the top 90 or something, maybe like to 95, it'll sometimes make it onto my radar. But other than that, I don't really look at page 2 or any of the other coins on here too often because they're not very stable. They're very volatile, and if you buy a lot of money into any of these coins, there's a high chance that it's going to be very hard for you to buy out of them. So other than that, I hope you guys have a great day, and I'm going to hopefully come out with a lot more videos this week. I really kind of delayed on any videos. I've been kind of working on some other things outside of cryptocurrencies. We've been fixing up a house and everything we've got to be moving into, so it's going to be between that and cryptocurrencies, I'm going to be quite busy over the next lifetime. So other than that, all I can tell you guys is to have a great day and to go out and look at more great crypto YouTubers and do as much research as you can about this ever-growing world that is happening around you. Our market cap is shrinking a little bit, but I think in the end, as soon as we near 2018, the closer we get to that I think the market cap is going to start to grow, and I think it is going to start to encroach a $500 billion market cap as we go into the next year, and I think we're going to see a great boom in cryptocurrencies. So I hope that you just keep informed in everything that's happening and take the benefit. And I hope you guys have a great day. Enjoy.